Look, I guess first of all I'd like to thank all you coaches first for coming out tonight and expanding your knowledge of basketball, which inevitably is obviously going to be great for our game of basketball here in New Zealand. It's an absolute privilege and honour to have the position that I have here as head coach of the New Zealand Tall Ferns, and it's I guess it always it gives me so much more pride to go out and represent our country when I know that there are people like yourselves out there giving, family time up, sacrificing perhaps time away from work on weekends to go away and coach teams that are at national tournaments and bits and pieces. So you're a huge part of our game, and you're the reason why our game is where it is, both men's and women's. So again, I'd like to thank you for the contribution you make. I just explained to the players before in the centre circle that it's really difficult at these sessions because, again, there's a lot of stop and start. I'm educating coaches as well as players. I'm going to try my best to get the players as warmed up as possible for the next group of coaches that will be walking through the door here shortly, and obviously Brendan Joyce will be coaching after me. The theme that I'm going to bring today is drills or skills that can condition players for international basketball or for physicality in basketball. We have this, there's a saying that goes that basketball is a non-contact sport, which is, obviously not true. Anyone who's really played the game understands that there is a lot of physicality. And I've played and represented a number of different sports in New Zealand. You're growing up as a junior, not just basketball, but certainly I've played rugby and I've played rugby league. But I've had more injuries playing basketball than I ever had playing any other sport. So I know that there's, the game is a contact sport, and we need to teach our players how to embrace it. We need to teach our players how to condition themselves for it. So I apologise if you've been to one of my clinics before and I've run some similar drills, but I will be working on some guard skills and I'll also be working on some forward skills as well. So without any further ado, let's give the players a round of a hand for coming out tonight. Come on, Harbour. Up you get, ladies. We're going to get right into it. Yeah, come on. They confiscated all two Hoy's guns. I can't kill you anymore. Come out here. Let's go. You need a ball and a partner each, ladies. A ball and a partner. Okay. And ladies, if you can just find yourself a bit of space in the half court here. You don't have to be facing any particular way. You can be anywhere you like. Doesn't have to be in any nice order. Okay. The first drill is going to be simple, coaches and players. All we're going to do is we're going to work on some ball handling. We're just going to work with one single ball and we're going to work partnered up. So all I want you to do here is I just want you to dribble the ball stationary. I want you to keep your head up, knees bent, and we're going to dribble it about knee height. And your partner here, as you're dribbling the basketball, is just going to tenderise those arms of yours. So you're only going to work the ball in one hand for starters, okay? So let's just get a demonstration here. So we're going to be dribbling the ball in our right hand, down nice and low. You're not going to avoid the contact, and as that's happening, you're just going to hit it on the arm there, nice and... Okay, and maybe you can start working a little bit harder. So ladies, the same again, all around the court here. Partnered up, eyes up. Now, I really want you to pound the ball, ladies. Really pound the ball. Eyes up, pound the ball, about knee height. Okay, now switch hands. Switch hands. And just keep going. Every time I say switch, switch over. So coaches, all we're doing here is we're preparing young players to handle the ball with a little bit of contact, and I'll give you a story that goes with this a little later on. Okay, just freeze there, freeze there, freeze there. Okay, now, I want you to picture this. You're playing against Canterbury and it's a national final. All right, I can picture that better than anybody because I know. I've already told you the girls the story. All right, they're great defenders down that part of New Zealand. So if you don't handle that ball tight, and you don't really pound the ball, it's going to get taken from you. Or if you're representing New Zealand and you're obviously playing against Australia or any other country. So when you're doing this, what I really want you to focus on here is putting a hole in the floor and really pounding the ball. Right, switch over so your partner's got the ball now, and you're in your right hand again. Off you go. Eyes up. Eyes up. Now coaches, they're not warmed up, so obviously I don't expect them to have amazing ball handling skills for starters. Yeah, switch it over, switch it over. Okay, switch it over again. Okay, righty, I think we can progress from there. Ladies, you need two basketballs now, but I want you to spread out across the half court. Some of us are hiding behind each other here. The coaches aren't going to hurt you. The only coach you have to worry about in the room right now is me. So you don't have to worry about any of these other guys here. They're here to watch you. Okay. Now Alex has dobbed you in as a great ball handler, so you're going to demonstrate this one for us. Come over here nice and close. Can we get all the players over this side of the split line as well? We don't want players hiding away here. You're on show here for the coaches. Okay. Right, yeah, so we're going to do the same drill now, ladies. We're just going to dribble both basketballs, which we call same, so both basketballs hitting the floor at the same time. And my partner here now is just going to go and attack both hands and tenderise both hands. Apologise for that, coaches, with the microphone there. All right, let's have a demonstration. You're facing the coaches, they can see it. Off you go. Yep. Okay, and the whole idea, coaches and players, is to keep control of the ball. So off you go. Just practice that for a couple minutes. Here we go. So, coaches, again, if you can come away here with 1 or 2 drills to take away for your junior players, obviously you've got, you know, a piece of gold. And whenever you come to these sorts of events, I know myself personally, I want to be able to come away with 1 drill or 1 sort of offense that I can take away and implement with my program. So I'm going to try and give you as many drills as I possibly can in 30 minutes. Switch over, ladies, switch over. Now, whenever we switch, we're going to do it without picking the ball up though. So switch over, off you go. Eyes up. Eyes up, let's not look at those basketballs. Great thing about a basketball is it's circular, it's round, and it's always going to bounce back up to your hands. Excellent over here. Switch again, don't pick it up, don't pick it up, here we go. Still going sames. Switch. Okay, coaches, you can change the dribbles up as well. Knee height, this time we're going to go alternate dribbles, ladies. Alternate dribble, alternate dribble. A little bit harder over here, too easy for you. And girls, we want you over that side of the split line, that side of the court, closer to the coaches. Switch again, eyes up. Okay, freeze there. Coaches, give them a round of applause there. Good work, ladies. You're about 10% through the warm-up. Can we have everyone on the side of the court over here? Real quick. Okay. On the side of the court here, on the side of the court, the sideline. Perfect. Okay, you can lose one of the basketballs now. Okay. Exact same concept here, coaches, with handling the basketball here. Now, again, we're doing really advanced ball handling stuff here, but I've seen coaches do this with under 12s, under 13s, under 14s. You get the idea. We still do some of the stuff for our tall ferns. I run some of the stuff for my WNBL teams. All right, this time what we're going to do is we're just going to add a little bit of resistance from the front. All right, so what's going to happen is our partners, without the basketball, we're going to stand in front of the player with the basketball. All right, what we're going to do now is we're just going to place both hands on our partner's shoulder. And now what's going to happen is the ball handler is going to dribble with added resistance. And I want you down a little lower, like you're in a scrum, like you're about to get into a scrum. Yeah. Okay. So what you're going to do now is you're going to dribble the ball with your right hand. The person in front of you is going to add a little bit of resistance, and you're going to try and push through to the other side of the court. When you get to the other side of the court, you're going to switch over. All right? While you're doing this, though, again, have that focus on pounding the ball to the floor, keeping your eyes up, seeing obviously offense and defense develop down the other end of the court. Ready? Go. Straight through. Straight through. And switch over, ladies, once you get to the other end. Just mind the signage there. Don't want anyone getting hurt. Here we go. Off you go. Eyes up, eyes up, eyes up. Eyes up. And switch over again, ladies. We're going to go twice each on that one. We're going to go left hand this time. Left hand this time. Off you go. Eyes up. Eyes up. If you're working with your partner here and you catch them with their eyes down, just give them a reminder. And switch over again. Excellent. Eyes up. Okay. Now girls and coaches, I know most of us are Auckland based. Obviously I am from Canterbury, so I'm a very proud Cantabrian. But girls, you got to realise you've got to keep your eyes up here. When you're playing against that North Canterbury and they love that 2-2-1 full court press or that Canterbury 1-2-2 half court trap, you've got to be able to see see the spaces, be able to make the right pass to the right person at the right time. Pick up 2 basketballs this time, ladies. So ball handler's not going to have 2 balls. Okay, we're going to go sames again on this one, ladies. So sames, eyes up, see the floor, added resistance here. If you find that it's too easy for your partner, just add a little extra resistance there, okay? Make their job a little more difficult. We want to have players sweating by the end of this. Ready? Go. And eyes up, ladies. Don't forget our vision up the floor. Make sure we scan the floor at all times. And switch it over. Whenever you're ready, off you go. Okay, this time we're going to go alternate dribble this time. Again, coaches, you can switch the dribbles up each time on this one. Off you go, ladies. Eyes up. Get there as quick as you can. Really push through now. The feet should be moving like the road runner. And one more time. Eyes up, eyes up. Okay, and you know what? And players and coaches, you don't need a gym to get big. You don't need a gym to condition yourself to play basketball. And obviously, it's a great thing to have, and you have to do it when you're playing professionally, NBL included. You know what? But this stuff here is just as taxing as going to the gym and I don't know, deadlifting 300 kilos for all the big, strong men and women that are living in New Zealand here. Okay, what I need you to do is this now. You can lose one of the basketballs. Okay, and maybe if we can just give ourselves a little more space, perhaps about 2-3 meters space between each, which means we can now push ourselves across the court here. Okay, and just hold the basketballs there and hold there a second, ladies. What I want you to do, if you've got the basketballs, hold it underneath on your right hip, so on your right hip. And if you're the person without a basketball here, I want you to stand on the left-hand side of your teammate there, facing your teammate on the left-hand side. Perfect. Okay. What we're going to do here is we're just going to work on a really basic skill that is, I guess, essential at all levels, but especially internationally. I remember going away with the New Zealand team in my interim year as head coach for the Tall Ferns, and we went away to Japan. And not to mention, we've gone a lot of Asian tours in my, during my time as head coach. And the one thing that we weren't prepared for when we went away was the amount of physicality and their players' ability to play us on our hip aggressively and push us off our line. And your ability to hold your line in basketball is so important, not just when you're handling the basketball in the full court, but also when you're attacking the rim. And the amount of times that I can recall as a player and then also as a coach, and you're coaching juniors here, and players are attacking the rim, and they're pushed off their line, and they end up trying to finish shots underneath the backboard here, or they dribble the ball off their foot. So the reason why we're doing a lot of this stuff today is just so we can learn how to handle the ball with some form of contact, and handle the ball and hold our line as well. So what we're going to do with this drill here, ladies, is your job's pretty simple. The ball handler, all you have to do is you have to pick a spot straight ahead of you, so you can use the signage here. Your job is to dribble in an exact straight line, all right, from one side to the other. Our partner here, what they're going to do is they're going to put two hands, one on each hip, or one on one hip and one on the shoulder, and they're just going to try and move you off your line while you dribble in a straight line towards the other side of the court. Once you get to the other side of the court, you can switch over. All right, now, techniques for this. Get down nice and low. Get low. Bend your knees. So if you're the ball handler here, defender, you have to probably get lower. Now, we're not teaching defense here, right? So we're teaching extremely bad habits. Offensive play, I want you to get down nice and low right now. Try and get your ear level with the person's stomach. Okay. With your dribble here, you're really going to pound your dribble. All right. Partners, hands on. Get to the other side. Off you go. Without getting pushed off your line. So hold your line, straight line towards the other side. Okay, now switch hands and switch sides. Now same ball handler again. Same ball handler. Just switching sides. Ready? Go. Eyes up. Don't forget that concept of keeping your eyes up. Okay, now let's switch over. Again, make sure we maintain our low stance offensively. Now, another technique you can use, players, is if you know the defender's riding your hip and they're pushing you, hey, we don't want you sitting out. We can work a group of three if you like. Jump in with a group of three here. One person gets a rest every second go. Okay, just a small technique. Every time you know the defender's pushing you, you can burrow back into them, all right, with your shoulder and with your hips. All right, so anytime you know they're pushing you, you can push back. All right, you get to have an even amount of contact between the two of you. All right, ready? Go. Really try and get into them now, defenders. Okay, now switch over. Over here, no, give our young one here a turn. You put the ball in your hands. Ready? Go. Eyes up, eyes up. Don't look at the floor. And again, switch over. We're gonna go one more on this. Go. Eyes up, eyes up, eyes up, eyes up. Okay, let's make this a little more game specific, coaches. Rightio, players, I need a line over here, just at half court. You're going to work with the same partner you've been working with the entire time. Ball handler's now going to have the ball on their left hand, and we're now going to have contact from the inside here. So on the left hand. So the same thing, but this time you've got to hold a straight line all the way to the basket, and the contact's just going to get released just at the last point of the hoop here. Obviously we're not going to try and push somebody out of bounds, just going to release that contact here, and we're going to lay it up on the basket. All right, go. Just the shoulder and the hip. Release and finish your layup. Rightio, here we go, next up. Switch over and go to the other hoop now. Here we go, next up. Release, here we go. Eyes up, eyes on the rim, eyes on the basket here. Yep, you can go now. Switch with these girls here, so switch over. Okay, no problems. Rightio, here we go. Keep going through. So coaches, again. Okay, hold there, just hold there. Coaches, again, we've made a drill that, you know, again, you're holding your line, and perhaps that could be something in the back court to front court, but then you've got to make it specific to obviously scoring as well. And that's pretty common in basketball. Internationally, you're going to have a defender and great defenders, and, you know, in New Zealand we have plenty of them, and obviously Australia plenty of them as well. You've got to be able to maintain and hold your line when attacking the basket, and also finish as well. All right? Ladies, you can grab a quick drink. I'm going to give you 10 seconds. Don't drown yourselves. I've been fortunate enough tonight, my assistant coaches have offered their expertise here. We don't need the hip bag just yet. Brent, you look a little too excited there. Can I just have, Ake, you still able to go? Can I please have both my assistant coaches just down here, as well as Dean. Dean's also in the house, but I'll make the younger guys work hardest. All right, ladies, what I need you to do now is this. I just need to line at the elbow, both sides, or the knuckle here. It's called the knuckle here in New Zealand. Everywhere else we seem to call it the elbow. You need a ball each as well though, ladies, a ball each as well. Coach, can I just have you standing here? Coach, can I just have you standing here? And just 2 even lines, ladies. Let's have the darks over that side and the lights over this side. Okay. Coach, is a really simple drill here, and again, a lot of these you can use this in individuals. I'd use a lot of these when I'm working with players individually, especially a lot of my bigs. So it's a really simple drill. All you're going to do is you're going to bounce past me the ball. All right, you actually might start up right over, right nice and close. Nice and close, right here. Okay, all you're going to do is this. I'm going to hold the ball. I want you to rip that ball out of my hands, and then I want you to finish with a layup, all right?
My left or my right?
Which side of the court are you on?
Left.
So let's maybe practice good habits and finish with our left hand.
Yep.
Ready? Go, rip it, and finish. Okay, so all you're going to do, ladies, is rip it, finish it, join the back of the opposite line, so we work on our right and our left hand with the coaches here. So bounce pass to the coach, you're going to stop here on 2 feet. I want you ripping the ball out, and I want you going up and finishing strong. Off you go. Here we go, next up. Just keep working on that, ladies. The amount of times in junior girls basketball, I mean, obviously that's where I started, tie balls, jump balls, and now you have this arrow that dictates who gets possession here on jump balls. So, you know, even it's such a small skill, but it's something that we probably don't practice a lot of. So, again, getting our players to have the ability to have some aggression and just rip a ball out, then finish it, rather than, you know, I know that, you know, normally they want to be friends and they want to talk, they want to be Facebook friends and all that sort of stuff. But, you know, here we really want to condition that mentality that, you know, create a competitive mindset. I want the ball, I'm going to rip it out and then I'm going to finish it. Okay, hold there. Righto, another one, coaches, that you can use. This is a great one. Now again, you have to be very careful, obviously, as coaches with physical contact and players, and obviously, I mean, these days we all sign declarations and bits and pieces, but we're not going to use too much excessive force here. I know that when I'm working with my professional athletes, you know, again, I'm happy just to give them a push and a shove every now and then. We're working around the basket. What you can do for this one is, I'll let the coaches go, is you can make their own teammates the enemies here to make it easier. So what you're going to do is this, can I just please have the first 2 people in line just here, without basketballs. And I want you standing here on the split line, facing the outside of the court. Facing the outside, so you can stand just there, that's fine. First person up, and we're going to switch. You girls are going to stay there in that position for a couple minutes and then we'll switch you over. First person up this side here. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to work on finishing with contact. So this is really simple. All right, all you're going to do is you're going to start here on 2 feet. Now, our partner here is just going to start with her hands on the shoulder and the hip. You're going to go up and finish strong, and while she's in the air, you're just going to give her a small shove. All right, so now you have to be able to embrace that contact and finish with contact while you're in the air. All right, now, pardon?
No, when she's in the air.
Yeah, while she's in the air. So she has to be able to land. You know you're going to get pushed slightly to your right or to your left. All right, you have to be able to obviously prepare yourself for that. As soon as they've gone up, next person in line ready to go. You can bring your lines a little bit closer here as well, ladies. Right, first person to 3 makes wins. You're going to get 1 shot per attempt. Ready? Go. Off you go, ladies. Next up. Keep going. So again, coaches, really basic drill. Again, if you're working with a player individually, you can just sit there and make them finish after finish after finish while you're hitting them. With team, obviously, you can use your teammates there, or the girls or guys that you're coaching, to be able to hit your players there. Ladies, I think it's a little too soft. Hit them a little harder now. Just a little harder. Excellent, excellent. Embrace physical contact as a part of our game. Embrace that physical contact. Okay, let's switch over. Let's have a sub for the 2 girls that are pushing. Rightio, here we go. Keep going through, ladies. Okay, just hold there, ladies. Grab a quick drink and you just wait on the baseline there for me. Excellent. We'll give them a round of applause, coaches, please. Now, if you wanted to increase the difficulty of that drill there, perhaps you might do something as simple as you're finishing with the backboard, then you have to finish without the backboard, and then you may say things like clean finishes. So a clean finish, for example, is when a player shoots the ball, you may or may not use the backboard, but the ball has to go through the hoop cleanly without hitting the side of the rim. Right, so it just adds another degree of difficulty, and if you're asking for that sort of perfection with your players, well then the worst shot they're going to make is one that hits the basket and goes through the net. So, I mean, that's another way just to add some form of a degree of difficulty there. Okay, rightio, coach, I need you now with the hip bag, please. Ladies, what I need you to do is take a ball each and stand at half court. Coach Ake, can I please just get you on this wing here, please? So ladies, at half court really quickly, we're on the split line, facing this basket here, ball each. Stand right underneath the bucket for me, coach. Okay. Now, that could be for guards or forwards, any of that stuff there. Again, this could work for guards and forwards. In New Zealand, we have a lot of tweeners. Tweeners being players that could play guard and play forward. I was this big when I was 12 years old, and then I stopped growing. You know, my coach gave me these beautiful post moves, and then they were no good to me by the time I got to 18 years old. So we're going to work here on coaches and players. So we're going to work on running the middle lane, getting a seal, presenting a target, receiving the ball, and then finishing with a little bit of contact. So what we're going to do is you're going to pass the ball to Coach Ake, and I want you sprinting this middle lane here. All right, so if we're working an offensive transition, we're imagining it's a foot race between me and the other big. What I want you to do now is you're going to seal down nice and low. Normally what we try and aim for is getting our heels to the edge of the charge circle there, presenting with our elbows outside of our shoulders. That's a perfect post position right there. And what's going to happen now is Coach Ake will lead the pass to either your left or your right hand. If he passes in the middle, you get the choice. All right, but if he goes this side, we want you to pivot into that and finish with a left-handed finish or left-handed jump hook. Or if he goes the other side there, you get to go the other way and finish with a right-handed finish or right-handed jump hook. All right, ladies, so you're going to do the same thing. Sprint the middle lane. Between there and there, it's no walking. Seal your player, present your target. Coach Ake will give you the ball, and you're going to finish with a layup with contact and a coach. Off you go, ladies, just going through that. Coaches, if you're at the game tomorrow night, there'll be a real common theme with a lot of our bigs, and it's something that we demand of all of our big players, is they can run the floor. Not only run the floor, but also be able to defend any post action. And obviously when you're defending this, and when you're defending players like your Lauren Jacksons and your Tolos, and for us, obviously Megan Craig at 6'8", you've got to be a great defender and be able to bump those players early and push them off their line there and force them to play on a low block game or force them to get to the high post. So this is a good drill where you can obviously condition young kids to receive the ball on the front of the rim and really condition that mentality. Now, just freeze there. Now The one thing players and coaches that you want to look for is I'm already passing the ball and I'm getting to here and I'm already posting up and sliding. Your job is to run directly at this, turn and seal, open up and present. All right? So don't even worry about the ball right now. Coach here, you know, although he may be under all sorts of pressure with defense, right, he can hold and handle the ball. That's his responsibility until you get that post seal on the front of the rim there. Switch sides, Ake. Right, another couple attempts here, ladies. Off you go. Okay, and just freeze there. Okay, now, I'd be telling my guards, if my forwards aren't presenting a target, they don't have some form of physical presence. Sorry, coach, so I've hit you this side. You've got to show and look like you want the ball. You post play, you don't want the ball, you're not going to get it. All right, so I tell my forwards, if you present and you're open, guard's responsibility to give you the ball. If you don't present, don't expect it. All right? Ladies, again, I'll just get you on the baseline. I need one volunteer. Fantastic, thank you very much. Okay. Rightio. What you're going to do now is you're going to start on the in a post position right underneath the basket. So coaches, again, if you're working with a player individually, perhaps a post player, post players are generally going to see a lot of the screen actions. This is just a progression to what we've just run just now. All right, and I've run this one for a few of our forwards in the build up to our Oceania series here as part of their forward workout programs. So what you're going to do is get down nice and low and be in a seal position. Okay, so what's going to happen here is you're going to set 6 screens. 6 screens in total. You're going to sprint out here and you're going to set a screen for the wing player. Now when I say go, when I dribble the ball, you're going to open up. You're going to dive towards the bucket here. Coach may pick you up a little bit early and rest you a little. Your job is to get him to the front of the rim and open up again. You're going to receive the ball. You're going to finish it. Now if you miss, well, you didn't that time. If you make it, you kick it to me straight away. And as soon as you kick it, you're now going to screen here on the split line. Doesn't matter which way you face. Again, you hear the dribble, you're going to dive. You're going to post up and get him onto the front of the rim. You're going to receive the ball. You're going to finish. If you miss, you're going to keep going and finish. If you make, you're going to kick it to me again, and then you're going to screen over this side over here now. Just freeze there. You're going to repeat that 6 times. All right, so this is a conditioning drill, coaches. I want to condition my forwards to get out there and sprint and set screens. I want to condition the dive and get to the rim. I want to condition them to carry a target. I will not give you the ball until you show me that target, all right?
6 in each spot?
No, 6 in each spot. You would be here for a long time. All right, now we're just going to go 1 screen there, 1 there, 1 there. Then you go there, there, and there, and then you're done. But every time you miss there, you've got to finish. All right, so present that target. Right, go, sprint. Yep. Okay, now freeze there. No, I messed that drill up because I didn't tell you to get to the front of the rim. All right, and I'd have passed you the ball when you weren't ready for it. So let's start again. Ready? Go. Yep. Good. Go to work. Here we go. Yep. Back top, back top, back top. Sprint, sprint. And again. This wing here this time. Here we go. Sprint. Get him on the front of the rim. Push him back. Good girl. And again, that side over here. Here we go. Yeah, give us some encouragement, girls, on the baseline there. Yeah, she's working hard there. And again. Yep, back to top here, back to top here. Off you go. Present, present, present. Good work, good work. Good drop step. Here we go. And again, last one. Make it hard for a coach. Here we go. Good girl. Finish. Okay, give her a round of applause. Well done. So again, that's just a drill where you can condition a player to do the same skill repetitively, pretty simple. Again, you wouldn't want 9 players sitting on the sideline watching that, obviously, in a team environment. That's not good coaching by my part. But again, as I've already explained to them, we're here to educate the coaches here. Okay. Let's get coach just standing about here. Let's have a different volunteer this time. Good girl. Okay. Out you come. Just stand about there, coach. Now, I'm not going to take credit for this drill. I actually stole this one from my assistant coach, Dean Kinsman. He ran it a couple of times with some of my forwards, or some of our forwards, sorry, a couple of years back. I think it's a great conditioning drill. Obviously, it's a drill that you use when your players already have ready-made post moves and post skills. All right, but you could work this with guards. There's no reason why guards can't post up. Sometimes your biggest mismatches might be between your 1 and your 2 man. All right, so there's no reason why you can't run this stuff with a guard. All you're gonna do is this. The drill's pretty simple. So start by facing the bucket. Okay, I'm gonna get you to go this way here. So you're gonna run this way towards the basket. Now I'm gonna tell her what sort of shot she's gonna get. I might throw the ball up. If I throw it up, I want you to rebound it and finish it. Now as soon as you shoot that shot, you're gonna run back around the other side. I may say, shoot that one. So shoot a jumper. Again, run back around. You're gonna get 1 shot each time. I may say low block. So you get on the low block. Imagine the ball's on the wing there. You're gonna post up while you're off. You're gonna go to work now. Make a post move.
Oh my God.
Okay, same thing again. That's right. We're only demonstrating here. Go around. I might say lay up on the rim. 2 feet, 2 feet, 2 feet. Be strong. And again. All right. So we're gonna go for. I've got 10 minutes left. We'll go for 10 minutes. All right.
Oh, what?
No, I'm just joking. That's it. Yeah. Rightio. We'll go until she makes 6 shots. Now, girls on the sideline here, obviously, you got to encourage her here. Rightio, ready? Here we go. Offensive rebound. Finish strong. Finish strong. Nice work. Low block. Low block. Right, here we go. Go to work. Back around. Back around. Back around. Pull up jumper here. Pull up jumper. Nice work. And back around again. Layup. Nice work. And again, offensive rebound. Nice work. Low block again. Right, there you go. Go to work. I step through. Here we go. Back around. Back around. Jumper there. Jumper. Jumper. Okay. Excellent work. That's 6 makes. All right. Well done. Now again, coaches, a drill that perhaps you could work with your players individually. Now, I understand obviously it's not good coach practice to have 9 players on the baseline, as I already explained. But I think one thing we fail to do sometimes as coaches is actually coach the player. We get so caught up in triangle offenses, shuffle offenses, the breakers system, you know. And of course, if you're from here in Auckland and you have the luxury of watching the breakers every second week, well, why wouldn't you want to run that stuff? It's won 3 championships now. But I guess the message I want to get across to coaches is, I'm sure Coach Joyce and I, we're in the same boat. We spend probably just as much time working on skills as you probably do in your junior programs. Sometimes even more time. All right, and that's not necessarily a good or a bad thing. All right, but obviously, you know, we all get lured into the mystique of learning offense and teaching our team structures and systems. All right, but sometimes skills are a lot more important, or principles of play and concepts are even more important. And then obviously once they grasp all that knowledge, well then you can start working on some of the other things. I've got one more drill to finish up. It's only going to take me 1 minute. I call this the neck minute drill. The neck minute drill. Coach, you can have a rest. I need one more volunteer, ladies. One more volunteer. Come on now, 1 minute. 1 minute work. Don't make me pick. Don't make me pick. Who's going to go? Radio. Out you come. You smiled. You shouldn't have smiled. You're going to stand right there on the split line. Just on the halfway. Can we maybe have 1 minute on the clock? In fact, we won't do this to you. I'll just give you guys the idea of the drill, coaches. I'm going to make you do it for 1 minute because this is hard work. All right, the drill's simple. We've worked on post players running from rim to rim. We've obviously worked on presenting a target down low. We've worked on screening. Now what we're going to do is condition the player to continuously run from bucket to bucket. All right, so we're just going to imagine here that we're going to do this. So for 1 minute, basically you pick a forward, and when I'm working with player individually, we'd do this. They're going to run down this end. So just imagine you're running, or look like you're running. Perfect. You're going to turn and seal on the front of the bucket there. Now as the coach, I'm going to pass the ball once she presents a target. So present me a target. Elbows outside the shoulders. Both of them. Okay. Now, once you get the ball, you're going to obviously turn and finish. Now, if you miss, you just rebound it and outlet it. But if you make it, you've got to take the ball out, inbound it to me, and sprint down the other end now. Get to the other front of the rim on the other end. Present a target. Finish. And again, inbound the ball because you made it. You've got to inbound the ball. Sprint the other end. Good, okay, and hold there. So what we do is we go continuously for 1 minute. I think the best score I've had is maybe 8. 8 just off the top of my head. I don't want to say any more because I'd probably be lying. and it might have been Lisa Warburton. All right, so again, coaches, just to wrap that up, obviously we worked on some ball handling skills, the condition, physicality, obviously resistance, holding your line, handling the ball where you're getting hit in the arms. That does happen in basketball, and referees, they're humans, they make mistakes as well, and we've worked on some basic post skill work there. Thank you, ladies. If you give them a round of applause again, coaches. Girls did an excellent job. And again, coaches, I'd just like to thank you all for your contribution. And I know the Tall Ferns are extremely excited about playing here at home. First time in 4 years. And they were really looking forward to putting a performance on the court that we can all be proud of. All right, and we definitely want to win. All right, so we're really looking forward to playing. Thank you again.